Danyong. Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. I'm currently in UP Manila right now for my post-grad class. So I already dropped off my bags sa classroom, and then I decided to pick up coffee and malunggay pandesal. I got this coffee just across the building naman, kaya it's the easiest and most convenient. That's why I got one. I got the matcha oat milk because I'm trying not to drink coffee anymore, and matcha as substitution. So I'm headed back to the classroom now. I got this just to get me through. It's still so early. You might be wondering why I'm in UP right now, or I haven't mentioned in my previous vlogs yet, but I'm currently a graduate student here in University of Philippines, Manila College of Public Health, taking up my degree in Master of Public Health. So this is me in the class, just usually zoning out. So after class, I dropped by Mall of Asia just to grab a cup of coffee and get myself lunch, and then study the session that I've just had in my graduate class. Since it's for the smart people talaga, I find myself really lost a lot of times with all the subjects that I'm taking, especially since I'm a part-time student and a full-time teacher. And in the middle of all those chaos, I find myself sometimes just really lost and taking my time to study the lessons.
Say hi.
We're back in FEU again, and this time as a teacher naman. So these are clips from the recently concluded Year 3 of the Research Expo. The first time this was held was during my first year of teaching in FEU. Hi Charles and Leif, thank you for the coffee. I actually just came here for the coffee. No, I'm just kidding. There's free coffee for the panelists and the committee as well who are organizing. Thank you Ma'am Mary for organizing and pioneering this research exposure event. This is Ma'am Leia, the Assistant Department Chair, paneling one of the poster defense. This is me with Sir Aaron, and there's Jensen. Hi Jensen, if you're watching. So this is held yearly during the second semester around finals period. So this is me again doing laboratory work as a professor as well. This is me teaching clinical chemistry in my third year class. This is probably our last activity already. They're just doing their drug testing in test kits with the use of course, urine. Lateral flow lang na siya na test kits for drug testing. So that's just it for this week. Now these are clips of me during the last day of my classes for my second year kids. This is me getting my exams for our cluster because we have to prepare for the upcoming final exam. We have to do the bundling, the stapling and such. This is me picking it up, and this is me with Sir Cheng inside SB 505 while yapping. There's a ton of yapping while we do the bundling and the stapling for the test papers that are to be used for the following week during the final examinations. This is a usual thing that we do. It's very therapeutic at the same time. Now this is the last class that I have. They're my only second year class. So this is just an icebreaker game that they did for our last class before we do our quiz. So after my last class with my second year FEU kids, I headed off to Starbucks the Pita. This is the closest to the condo that I'm staying at, since the one in FEU just across is actually closed and under renovation. This is me taking my time to study again for my upcoming exam in UP. I told you, it's so hard. Akala ko magaling na ako pero hindi pala. I'm always humbled every time there's an exam in UP. Now back in FEU again, this is another day. This is my last class with my third year classes, my lab classes in FEU. Though this is me teaching the last few topics of our clinical chemistry class and our last lab activity. This is a pre-lab discussion before we head on and proceed to the activity. Usually lab classes in FEU are handled by two professors, but this time around I'm just by myself because I'm about to take clips. Luckily, it coincidentally just aligned. Now these are my third year students. Hi guys, I hope you're all interns now. If you're watching this, I'm always all rooting for you. This is Sir Cheng receiving a cake from a group of third-year students that he helped for their wet lab activity. It's not his birthday, they just gave him a cake. Happy birthday! After the day has ended, this is me inside a condo just checking the papers, some downtime, alone time, wherein I do things by myself and then just endlessly check a heap of accumulated of quizzes from over the weeks that I haven't been able to check them. Now after those quizzes, this is me studying yet again for the final exam in UP that I had this sem. I'm just so burnt out. UP always humbles me and I just want to pass. I just want to graduate. I just want to sablay. Lord, please, parang awa mo na. Awa na lang. I was studying from the clips before. That was the night before. Because of this, I'm in UP again and it's the exam day. My God. Parang kada punta ko na lang dito, nahihirapan na lang talaga ako. Kada punta ko na lang dito, buksaan. Hirap na ako. Parang awa na, UP, pag-graduatin mo na ako. Please. This is just me taking my time studying before the start of the exam. And my classmates are all studying too. It's so cold there, that's why I have a jacket. I didn't even move. This is just me waiting for the class to start and the exam. Hi. Let's not talk about the score and the results. I told you hindi na natin pag-uusapan ang mga exam na yan. Let's all move on. Pag natapos ang isa, tapos na yon. Now we're here in Yakiniku Like in MOA. This is my favorite samgyup place. I mean, once you've tried it, you're never going back to the super expensive samgyup places wherein you just overeat to compensate for what you paid for. Now, this is during the exam season. We're just waiting for Rio because we ordered mood and coffee just across FEU. This is newly opened, just maybe 2 months ago or a month ago, since SB is closed and that's our usual go-to. Now, this is just us proctoring during the entire week of the final exam. And there's just not much to do during this time of the year since we're just proctoring. And after that, we just do the recording of the exam scores. Now this is just us having a downtime with our other faculty profs. There's Cheng, there's Rio, there's Kath, there's Kenna. Tanyong, hi, it's me Dan. So welcome to the vlog. I'm currently in FE right now since I'm going to take out the quizzes, the scansion sheets as well from the final examinations that just happened. I have to encode it in my Excel sheets and then finalize everything in order for my students to finally see their grade in the system. And then they will know whether or not their QPA is fit or will pass for internship. They will be promoted as 4th year. So I'm currently teaching clinical chemistry and that's the agenda today. That's why I'm in school. So I'll take you with me. That's the elevator. Bye. Hi. So we're currently in FEU Science Building, 2nd floor right now. I have a clearance with me and a few scansion sheets that I'm about to run that I have yet to encode. And at the same time, I'm gonna get some of the left scansion sheets from my class that I also have yet to encode, so I can finish all of them in a while. That's the agenda. Welcome to the department. Now this is just a time lapse of me yapping. No, just kidding. This is just me doing a lot of things like encoding, finalizing the grade, the scansion sheet, encoding, recording, and then doing my clearance as well because I have to submit all of these, including the grade sheets and proof that I've encoded the grades already in the system, ensuring that my counterparts in the lecture have seen it and encoded it as well, and then submitting it all to the department so I get cleared. It's so peaceful. We've got so much students. It's already summer kasi. So classes are finished and students are just waiting for their grades. So I'm gonna go home now. I'm done with work. I'm finished working. School's over now. So I'm gonna finish encoding my grades. This is FU. I remember before, the times I shared with my friends here, tough times indeed, but wouldn't have traded for the world. I am who I am now because of all those experiences, all the cumulative failed exams and such. What an experience. And now I'm teaching the same subjects that I once cried taking. Time flies.